Guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Luke, otherwise known as CoolHandWiz, and I don't know why my camera does this. Why does it do this, where it, like, brightens up the size of the screen? But, this is actually going to be a test vlog, as well as, my introduction for most of you guys to Zoe. I'm just trying to find out where in the world she is. I was gonna go and take a walk, and hopefully this is a good way for us to actually have her in the video, because normally she tries to run away, or when I try and film her, she gives me this weird side-eye look where she's like, "What are you doing?" So let me see if I can find her. She's probably hiding under some bush or something. 1 second. I found her, guys! Look it! Zoe! You wanna go for a walk? You wanna go for a walk? Yeah? Oh, she's so excited, isn't she? Yeah, she's so excited. Let's go on a walk. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this because I'm not really used to vlogging at all, so this should be interesting. Enjoying her walk so far. We've actually been walking for like 10-15 minutes already, and it's such a nice day, guys. Look how nice the sky looks, by the way. I just wanted to mention that. And Zoe already left me a nice big present. I don't know why I felt the need to bring such a large bag, but I did anyway. And I thought one way for me to introduce you guys to her actually for a video is to redo my pet tag that I did actually quite a while ago. A couple months back. I actually suggested or tagged a friend of mine here on YouTube, SGD, otherwise known as Zach, and he actually introduced his dog, Hurley, in the video. I'll leave a link to the video in the description if you guys want to take a look. But I thought a good way to kind of start off these Zoe vlogs. And if you guys want to see more of this, let me know in the comments. Be sure to like and share if you do. But I thought one way is to kind of answer those kinds of simple questions so you guys could get to know her. I don't know what she's doing. She always does this where when she wants to smell something, she knows that I'm going to try and push her away. So she kind of builds herself up so that she can't move. But one thing I guess to start off with is, what is your dog's name or pet's name? And this is Zoe. And how old is Zoe? She actually is 11 and a half. I know she actually does not look it. She's only had a couple of health issues related to arthritis. Actually, her arthritis is pretty bad right now, but she seems to be coping with it pretty well. She's on 5 medications right now. And she's a relatively big-sized dog. A lot of you guys were comparing her to a wolf of sorts, which I guess is true in some aspects. But besides that, she's been doing pretty well. I was a little worried about her actually because she's had when she started having really bad pains related to arthritis, she stopped eating, and she actually lost a couple pounds. So I'm trying to get her to eat more and build that back up, but so far it's going so good, so that's good. The next question would be what kind of breed she is, and she actually is a mix of a bunch of different breeds. I actually adopted her from a pet adoption society or nonprofit here in the States, and she was there actually with all her brothers and sisters. I'll leave a picture actually of what she looked like when she was younger, or when I just she just heard something. When I just got her, because you could tell she was going to be a big dog because of her paws. She's a mix of golden retriever, husky, About like, I think in total 6 different breeds. I think the Husky is in part where she gets the curly tail, but she's definitely blonde from the Golden Retriever. So she's definitely an interesting mix, and like I think that's what gives her that wolf-like look to her, which a lot of you guys were mentioning on Twitter when you guys saw the pictures. She, I guess, weird traits or personality traits to her is she's very human-like and personable. I don't know exactly how else to describe it. She is very calm. She doesn't really get I get riled up by a lot of things. She's pretty laid back, to be honest, and she's normally following me around when she's not outside, like sunbathing, to like, of course you gotta look good for the other doggies around, or the doges. But she actually is pretty calm and is really, really personal and friendly and loves meeting new people. For the most part, she doesn't like the mailman. Actually, the mailman's scared of going up the driveway because she actually is, I guess she has a really big bark, so I think that's why, but I'm not entirely sure. But I've actually had trouble because he's actually been dropping off packages at the end of the driveway instead of actually dropping them off actually at the doorstep. But besides that, she's actually pretty decent, and I think people are more scared of her just because of her size. But she's actually like 60 or 70 pounds, so relatively decent size. One thing that I thought was funny about Zach's vlog of his, or pet tag, is the nicknames that he gives his dog. And I actually it's funny because like he mentioned this too, but we give like pets like we take all this time trying to find like a good name for them, and only to decide on giving them nicknames and then using them, and somehow they so catch on that you actually are talking to them. Normally abbreviations of Zoe, like Zoe Boe, or something of that nature. Let me see what else. Fluffy Puppy is a good one. Actually, that's her middle name. Really cheesy names, to be honest. But she still knows I'm talking to her, and I think it's because I use a certain voice when I'm talking to her, but I'm not entirely sure. Right now, she's focused, so she doesn't react to them. But yeah, she's doing pretty good. Uh-oh. Don't tell me you're gonna poop again. Oh. Okay, 1 second. She has really enjoyed her walk. I think I wore her out a little bit. She's not exactly the youngest puppy around nowadays. She actually left me quite a few presents. I was worried that I brought too big of a bag, but apparently this was the right size, but she poops like several times. I'm gonna end it here, guys. If you guys enjoyed this little introduction to Zoe, even though this is like the only way I can film her, because otherwise she normally just walks away when I try and record her. But if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to give a big like and subscribe if you are new. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this. I might make this like a regular thing where you guys can kind of hang out with me and Zoe while we do stuff. If you guys enjoyed, let me know in the comments. Apart from that, though, I will see you guys next time. Adios.